Hello. So I think Hog was fine. So I'm gonna just look at a little bit of Sombra. I think most of it is in Nepal. And I think all of the points I can make are sort of in Nepal. So let's just look at that real quick. You are number 3. So first off, okay, wait. Never mind. Brig fucked you. Okay. So I'm gonna say I know you say that like you want to keep the translocator for mobility. Uh, just watching this back, I think you would have liked to have the translocator out, just like in a sort of safe place. And I think we can work on putting it in a place that allows you to keep fighting or allows you to get back into the fight really quick. And that comes with sort of hours on Sombra, but I mean, that's more also just like where is the fight going to be and a lot of prediction power. And so if you can let's just try the like put the translocator down, and if you need it for mobility, if you are going to an engagement where you think you need it for mobility, break it because you can. So actually I love how long this takes, but that's okay, cool. So
Everything can be hacked, and
if we
everyone.
throw a translocator, right, we can obviously go back. But
Translocating.
if we throw it, and then, like, let's say we come into this engagement on this nice little training bot,
Here I
and we
am.
say we would rather have it for mobility, so while we're stealthed, we're going to make the call of, okay, this training bot, they don't have, like, we want the mobility to get out, we want the mobility on them. We break it, you have 2 seconds, and then you can engage. My
Ay,
sensitivity is so high.
pobrecito.
So I would say having the option
Ahorita regreso.
to say, oh no, I'm getting
later.
fucked, is a price that you should pay just to be able to break it for 2 seconds. Because, I mean, 2 seconds is pretty long in a fight, but it's also
Be right back.
only 2 seconds.
I'm out of here.
So that's my one, I think, if you think about it, and yes, I understand the Sombra is like, right, mobility, and the translocator is really good for that, and plus it is
I
only
might
4
need this
seconds.
later.
Sure.
See you
But
later.
it's a matter of like, okay, I want to be over there. It's not like I could do this on Tracer, I could double blink over here, but I can do it instantly. Sombra, I have to throw it and wait. So like, to get over here from there is about 2 seconds of waiting. So if I have
Always leave
my
yourself a back door.
little translocator out, I think I can take the time to be like, this engagement is either gonna fuck me and I need to get out. So like, if you're going against a Mei, right, keep it out. Don't, like, there's some engagements that you want to keep out your translocator so that when you come out of stealth and you just instantly get fucked,
I'm out of
you're just
here.
out. But there's some engagements, like on a tank or something, where it's just like, me,
Be right back.
and you would just want to be somewhere else. So that's perfectly fine. I think you have a good idea of when you should be translocating, but just setting it up so even if you're just running around in stealth and you like accidentally get shot,
Here I am.
you can translocate out,
Translocating.
is just an option. And even then, it's just it's 2 seconds to undo. So
I
like,
might need this later.
if you're about to go into engagement and you want your translocator,
¿Me extrañaste?
it's already up, right?
See you later.
So,
Much better.
no. Okay, that's just, I think, the biggest note I have is, I mean, even if you want to just like talk over how translocator like should be used, but even just like ideas of like um, starting off an engagement with translocator or without translocator, uh, I'm totally willing to do that. But it's just, I think having the option to translocate out is really good. For Widow, I noticed on Route 66, it's just, and I mean before that too, it's just, and Temple is looking up, unscoping. I do it plenty on Ana of just like hard scoping in and healing my team. And so like Widow is just the same thing. You have to unscope, like maybe every 3 shots, but it's just something you have to do. It's just like unscope, take some surroundings, or you have to have a really good headset of like there is a Hammond next to me or there is a Genji next to me. So I would say if you're not doing anything else, hack a health pack and just put your translocator down and just have it as your out.
¿Qué onda?
So the hack on the far here was really good. I would also say you can, it's, yes, you can have the priority queue in your head of who is the best target to hack, but I think you should add into that priority, like ranking, is who is being engaged on slash who is in an engagement. Because let's say I am, so like between Diva, Rhine, and Mercy, I would say there is a pretty good ordering of who should be hacked first. I would go it's Rhine, Diva, Mercy, right? Because Rhine can't shield, he can't charge away, he can't fire strike. That leaves him pretty damn vulnerable. Diva, she can't fly. I would love just to hack Diva, just because DM is fucking stupid. I mean, I love playing Diva, so like, take that with a grain of salt. But it's really annoying when you get hacked because you can't fly. You're just a ball of feed. It's the same thing as Ryan. You're just a ball of feed. But Mercy is like, she doesn't really get anything. She can't res, fine, but she also can't fly, so she loses her mobility. But like, let's say the Ryan is just like shielding his Bastion, and there's a Diva on point, and she's contesting. I would say that. Okay, that's a terrible example. Let's say the Diva is being engaged on, and the Ryan is not. The Ryan having his shield does not save the Diva. The Diva having DM saves the Diva. So I would add in who is being engaged on. And so that's where it comes down to working with your team of, yes, the Pharah, okay, cool. Who is being engaged on over here, and if you can get a hack on them, that's priority. Is the Hog not having heal, the Mei not having ice block, the Zarya not having personal, are all I'm not gonna say better targets than the Pharah because she died and like it was a good hack, but like, hacking this Lucio, not gonna. I mean, unless you want to 1v1 him, it's not gonna win the team fight. It's not gonna automatically get a kill. Hacking one of these three and then just yelling, "They're hacked," and like being like, "Go on Hog," because Hog has 600 health. He has no armor. He burns really fucking quick. But the only reason why you don't go on Hog all of the time is he has healing and damage debuff. Or damage, yeah, damage debuff. That's the word. Yeah, 3. So that's why people don't just charge him. Same with Zarya. She has a 200 thing shield that she can just pop on cooldown, or on instant. And Mei has block. So that's the, I would go with a better hack priority, is people being engaged on. And that's working with your team and sort of overall seeing who is being engaged on. And if they don't have abilities, they can do jack shit to get away and fight back. So, yeah.
I might need this later.
Okay, so the translocator usage here is good. I mean, right? It got you from there to there, but did you need to? I mean, besides having it just like up here on this health pack, uh, I don't think you needed this. So changing your, I mean, yes, it's, I actually, did you need the hack to kill him? That's another question. So like, pick your, I would say leave a translocator out, and then if you see in the next 2 seconds that you need it, like just delete it. If you think you need it, delete it, and then use it. Uh, I I would hope that if you can, if you're coming out from stealth, uh, you can sort of decide if you need it or not. And so 2 seconds before, just be like, okay, I don't need it. Perfect. And then yeah, but it's one more option to give. Fuck that, Lucio.
Get into position.
Be right back. I'm out of here. He vuelto.
冻住，不许走！
It's all up from here.
My will is
Fuck.
unbroken.
So that's the right idea. I mean, let's go with yes. The Zarya is engaging on your Zen. I mean, it's at a very basic level, right? That's what's happening. Is the Zarya is engaged. The hack is very useful here, so it's a very high priority. Everyone else, unless you want to solo all of these people, like let's say you're over here. If you hack the Pharah, you have to solo her. If you hack the Zarya, you get to 2v1 her without abilities. Faster.
EMP charged. Initiating the hack.
Some cops on me. Get into position.
Looking for me?
So through all of this, I think you could have just easily dropped a translocator anywhere, and had it as an out. That's just my opinion.
冻住，不许走！
I'm securing the objective. Anyone want to join me? ¿Qué tal?
This was a good hack. It didn't save Theresa, which is too bad, but all in all, pretty good. She is pretty high, so I don't think anyone could have touched her. We also don't have a defensive ult for this, so I think we're just gonna lose this engagement, basically, no matter what.
Archiving combat data.
Hora de empezar de nuevo.
You do have a really good charge time for your EMP. You do farm it really well.
Be right back. See you later. He vuelto. Down for the count.
Okay, so right here you EMP and then immediately look for a hack. At least on the hog, who I think you know that has been EMP'd. It's always you EMP and then wait the requisite like 5 or 6 seconds, and then hack them again, just because they don't have abilities and they can only shoot you back. So that's just like, don't look for a hack immediately, just because it doesn't make the time any longer. It just, well, it makes it longer by however long it takes you to hack them. So
Fire at will.
he had ult. That was a good hack. I think it would have been actually worse for them if you didn't hack him and he beated, because they would have still died here. But that's not. It's just, I mean, hindsight, obviously. But that was a really good hack because he had beat, and that could have been like, if there was a Ryan in there, or if they had tanks in there, and he beated. Yeah, that would have been. Yeah.
Always leave your wall back.
I think you also need to choose your fights. So like, you need to instantly decide, can I win this? Like, you come out of stealth and say, can I win this? Can I, if you have Translocator up, can I win this? Can I lose this? Basically. And if you can lose this, translocate out. Unless it's like 50-50, then clutch it out. But against it, you're not gonna do anything to her. So.
Ay, pobrecita.
Yeah, so you clutched it out against the Mei. Good job. That is, like, you could have translocated out there. You could have just thrown it over the wall and translocate it out. But killing the Mei there, well, did she have Ice Block? I don't know. But killing the Mei there was clutching it out, and that's, I think, the right choice.
Enemy contact. Team up for special.
No manches.
Yeah, next point. It's done.
Executing plan.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey there. Initiating.
Okay, so this is a really good hack. He's engaged. He is also engaging on them, but it's a good hack. He is the actually only one besides the Asari who's shooting you, who is engaged on your team, besides the people going to gank your fucking Zen. But this is also one of the things I remember talking about, is you run really fast in stealth, faster than your team. See how far back your Zen is? I mean, this is his positioning, right? You're up here. He can't shoot jack shit up here. But this is still a good hack just because there are multiple people up here. And he is the one engaged on your team. So just remember, you run fast. And I would change the priority queue to be engage targets first. And then whatever order you want.
I'm out of here.
I would also try translocating, if you can, into your team, because they will save you. Away is away. That's fine. Just, I think if you chuck your translocator towards your team, it'll be pretty good.
Ay, pobrecita.
Regenerating your cellular structure. This will heal you.
You got so unlucky with the one tap.
Podría haber salido mejor. ¿Qué tal?
We're just gonna
Taking
ignore
the
that fight.
objective.
you are the only one here that has, during this fight, some positioning that I would say is good. Uh, they're really lucky that they're on the edge of this May ult. But this is where I suggested Giga to go, because she had Coalescence and could just laser them. This is where I think Riley should drop, and Blue should drop down into this. But they should rotate around out here, and this is safe, especially if you're standing right here with a hack. This is safe, and so either you can calm that to them that you're just like, come point, you can stand here. But this is, I think you have a good intuition of where the engagement is here and where you should be standing, and I think if you could help the support's position, and you can tell them sort of scout sort of where is safe, where is not safe. Like you could say, come, like find me. They can see through walls, so they know exactly where you are. Like find me or come to me is perfectly good for these situations where you're in a sort of safe place. Like this is high ground, right? No one can get up. Well, you actually can because you can jump this, but no one can really get up here without showing themselves, and so that's a nice thing to calm. Unlucky EMP. Good hack. And the rest of this is just feeding, so we move on.
I'm looking forward to.
¿Qué tal? Ahorita regreso.
That's just an unlucky well, you did go into 3 turrets, but
Intentemos otra vez.
see how fast you run?
Gotcha. Iniciando el hackeo.
I admire your efforts.
Experience tranquility.
Miss me? Be right back. Translocating.
I also think you could pre-throw your translocator, even if it's just like, cause you're here, just be like, like this is a good out position, and so you like walked along here, you could just drop it, just as you're shooting the Reaper, or he fell, so right, just like drop it, and you don't know what's down here, you didn't check, so it would be good just to drop your translocator, so if you fall into their whole team, you could translocate out without getting really frozen.
Iniciando el hackeo.
动作不洗澡。
I'm gonna suggest that we only use, especially since we're playing a 6, I would only use EMP to engage. I think it is a fight-winning ultimate by itself. You can literally win every team fight, basically just by EMPing. But I think it's something that shouldn't be used on defense, because if they have already engaged on you, most likely by the time by the time you, unless you're EMPing like one person who it shuts down, it's someone in multiple people in your team are probably already gonna be dead. That's just I would suggest only using it as a aggressive ability. I have told Giga to use her coalescence basically as an aggressive ability too, or like only aggressive ability. And so I think that's a good idea because EMP is not gonna snop blah, 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 isn't gonna stop really anything from killing your team. Uh, yeah, more or less. Yeah, it's just
Team kill.
are they patching? I'm gonna be sad if they're patching. Why would they patch at 3 in the morning? What? Yeah, 5 a.m. It's not 5 a.m. Not 5 a.m. yet. Okay. Thanks, Internet.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, so I think I want to actually. I've been thinking about this because you did use AMP to stop a hog. So any. Yeah, I. This was just. That last EMP was just unfortunate. Just always make sure that some people are able to follow up on your EMP. It's the same thing with using a grav. Same thing with using a shatter. You have to just make sure that. Actually, it's on the order of both of those. You just have to make sure people can follow up. Oops.
No manches.
Because I mean,
One
even
shot, one kill.
I think for us, using a shatter reflex like reactively or a grav reactively is very difficult and a very hard situation to say that was useful in or is a good idea, and so it's hard for them to just be like yes grav. So I think it's the same thing with EMP. Is it's hard to say yes this is going to be useful. The EMP on the hog. Um, I don't know if you guys could have won that without the EMP, but yeah, I think it's something like that where it's just it might be better just to say lost fight, move on, EMP next fight, we win. But
Gaze into the iris.
good off angle.
Fire at will. यही परम वास्तविकता है.
Experience tranquility.
So I'm gonna tell the same thing to Riley: is just take your time. If no one's shooting you, just take your time. If you land one good shot, it's better to land one good headshot than it is to land 3 good body shots. Just because most likely they're not gonna die if you land 3 body shots. I mean, sure, if they're consecutive and perfect, like yes, but A headshot's a headshot. It's gonna kill them. So just take your time. Shoot a quality shot.
冻住，不许走！Come together, bottom.
Yeah, just remember to unscope every once in a while. And your grapple is a escape.
Perfect day for some mayhem.
Yeah, I think that's about it for this. I think if you want to talk over some Sombra things, I think some brainstorming discussion on that. I mean, I am coming from just the idea of Sombra. I've played probably like 20 hours of her, so I would go with, I think a discussion is a really good idea. Definitely the priority of hacking someone in combat or engaged on our team or going to be engaged on our team should come number one. And to put down a translocator. I know you use it for mobility. It does look like you actually get a lot of value out of it for mobility, but it's just the when you're running in and before you're going to start an engagement, just be safe and put it down. So like if you get hit by, like if they're just like, yeah, spy check, put it down so that you can get out and not have to, I don't know. Yeah, it's just it's an insurance of, even if you get spy checked, you don't have to like die for it. So, because you can take the 2 seconds or even 1 second, because if you engage for a second, it'll be back up. So take the time to just don't even have to hack the health back. You just have to throw it next to it. Just have the insurance that if you get spy checked or if you take a bad engagement, you can get out immediately. Yep, sounds good. See you guys on Thursday, I think.